Hello, everybody. Let me just let people know that my stream is live. Okay. Got stream made. I'm not gonna keep posting in that live links thing because that's just not really a great way to do that. Okay. Okay. Which reminds me, let me Oops, Silva, because I haven't seen Silva. I don't know if Silva's going to be here. I kind of want Silva to be here for this. Oh, you are here. Oh, hi. I was just about to boop you and see if you were going. No, I said I do want you to be here. Also watching Mel because she's debating a new model. uh... Alrighty. I'm making a note right now before I forget. Okay, I just had to write down an idea. Oh yes, the totally say so Neptuna. Yeah. Okay. All right. I just had an idea and I wanted to write it down. All right. But less lewd. What? Mel isn't lewd. How dare you? Oh, she got new. Oh yeah, you did mention her getting new lore or something, right? Yeah, that about describes it, Nabiru. I don't know about that. Maybe it's just because they're both AI waifus, Silva. Come on, there we go. All right, cool. I think you might just be getting them confused because they're both AI waifus. Evil future malware. Of course she did. She's Melody. Melody is a hard worker and always produces quality content. I don't think any of Melody's outfits or outfit reveals or really any of her streams have been anything short of top quality. Like, Melody puts in a lot of hard work and like the viewers respond to that. Humanized GameCube. Oh, that's funny. That's so funny, Nabarro. Well, now it's kind of awkward because now my special surprise just feels kind of awkward now. So, if you've been paying attention to my community posts or to my Twitter posts, maybe I might make you cringe. I might make you cringe, Silva. If you've been paying attention, I'm just realizing how underprepared for this I am. If you've been paying attention to like some my Twitter posts or my community posts on YouTube, then this is probably not going to be a surprise to you. But there is made some changes to update my model that I want to show you. And I'm realizing I probably should have had a full body like thing to show off, but I don't. So I'll probably just have to move myself around on screen. All right. So, you know what? I'm gonna have a little bit of audience participation with only minorly tease others for being cringe. Well, I found something on Booth. Booth is a website where you can get outfits and things for different for your. Well, I use it for Vroid, but you can use it for getting all kinds of stuff on Booth. And I found this item on Booth, and I put up a poll asking people if I should get it. It only cost like to get the full set was 500 yen, which comes out to like $4.80. Although no, it comes out to like $4. I had more votes for it, but yeah, I did it because like I realized I wanted it, and also it was gonna cost less than what I pay in delivery for food. I put a link to the creators Booth store page. Oh, you did a Neptune cosplay for your avatar. Oh, that's cool. So I put a link to the creators Booth page in the description, so that way, you know, the creator said that this was fine to use for VTubing. They just asked for some credit, so I put a link to their stuff. I'm not sure how else. I might put a link to their stuff in my about page on YouTube, just to credit them. But let's show this off. So, but I do want to have a little bit of audience participation. So, I have two setups that are very similar. One of which is with the new article of clothing alongside some of my current clothing, and another one is where I'm just wearing the new thing, right? So, which one do you want to see first? It's a bodysuit. So do you want to see the full bodysuit first, or do you want to see me in clothes first? Listen, that's the best way I could think of to describe it. Get your mind out the gutter. Well, I'm going to show them both to you, and if I thought about it, I would have had like a reference image to show you. And it would have been kind of a debut kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe Nabaru's not as yabai as you think, Silva. I think there is a streak of innocence and purity within Nabaru. But I haven't heard from you what you want to see first. Do you want to see the full bodysuit first, or do you want to see with clothing? Whichever. You're not helpful, Silva. You do make story-focused concepts, Nabiru. Alright. First, let me just check something real quick. Let me show you my model as it is right now. So this is my model as it is right now. With the... This is me. Right? Go for the suit since it's the most fitting? Okay, sure. Da-da. Got my feetsies. Get your feet pics. Da-da. Got my knees. Got hands. Ta-da! That's the bottom of my hands. It makes my head look inflated, Silva. No! So, oh, it reminds you of something, Nabiru? I was thinking like augmented cyber suit because my character is supposed to be a mech pilot. So maybe my character still has his suit, he just doesn't have his mech. So I was thinking this might be an inspiration. I do intend to save up and get an actual Orian. Oh, okay. Gravion. I do intend to save up and get an actual high quality 3D avatar made. I think higher quality 3D model made. So this is a stopgap for now. This is a temporary thing, but I thought it would be nice. So this is what I've got here. And then Rule 63. I've heard of Rule 34. What's Rule 6? I'm scared. What's Rule 63, Nabiru? Anything can become a waifu. Oh no. All right, so this is the form that you're going to be seeing most often. It's kind of a combination of the old form and the new form. We have the shoes, but we don't have the boots. I mean, we have the boots, we don't have the socks. Anything can become a waifu. So then there's that. That's pretty much the same. I might get some new pants. I got rid of the fingerless gloves that I was wearing before. Oh, and this is what it looks like with the jacket. I can see where they go together. I might have to move my character over a little bit. Hold on. 1 second. That should do for now. Actually, I'm a little bit too high up. My head's getting cut off a little bit. Hold on. You know, I'm just gonna stick back to where I was. My original preset. It's a little bit over to the left, but I can fiddle with that later. So that's my surprise. What do y'all think of it with the jacket? Chest plate, so it feels like there could be a female. Oh my gosh. I had to very much resist the urge to make the chest part stick out further, because when I was adding the bodysuit, I could, like, right now the bodysuit's very flat. I don't have a lot of definition, but I can change the model to add more definition and to add like puffing out pectorals and stuff. Like I said, a link to the store. But a link to the store of the creator of this is in the description below. And I just updated the description. So you may have to reload the page, but I put a direct link in the description to the specific item that I got. The neck really makes you think of a cyborg because you can't see where the neck area stops, so it's like it goes into the head. Yeah, I could see that, I guess. But this form with the clothes on is going to be the one you see most often. I learned a lot of stuff. So my computer I keep downstairs in the basement. And so I came down, I normally come downstairs around like 7 p.m. to start getting stuff set up for stream. Not so far ahead. Some do not like the chin guard that some suits have. Yeah, well, the thing is, it's just a bodysuit. In Vroid, in order to get something on your face, you have to make it an entire separate piece. I was debating getting one of those sci-fi masks or chin, or like, because you see some of those like sci-fi masks, but I was like, you know what, the good ones are going to cost more money, and I could, like, I want to save up to get an actual custom model, right? But I also need to get a better camera to use to control said custom model. And so that's stuff I want, right? And while I can justify this at, you know, just under $5 of an expense, like I could have got it even cheaper if I was okay with, actually, I ended up using the matte black, the basic one. So I could have just got the one that was like $2, where it's just the black plus the 14 different light colors, where like the yellow is the lights. I can change those colors. Well, I can't change them now, but I can change them in Vroid. That would be cool if I had a toggle where I could change my lights. I would kind of like to have a helmet, but anyway, I feel like this is kind of splitting the difference between the casual look I had before, plus so it's like between the casual look I had before and the mech pilot stuff in my lore. Yeah, it does look really cool, even though it's completely flat, which is funny. because it didn't have to be completely flat. I could have made the pecs stand out. I was debating it for a while because it made me look super muscular, but I was like, that's not me. But yeah, I could have got, so since I bought the full one, I have like, there's 18 different colors of suits, and there are 14 different light combinations. So I could have I could make different forms. I could make different ones that look different. I might, like, depending on how long it takes me to find a 3D artist that I like, that's in my price range, that can make what I want, because I don't want to just grab anyone. I want to grab someone who's going to make what I want. You know what I mean? But depending on how long that takes, I might splurge maybe sometime next month or something. As like maybe a little Christmas present to myself. I don't know. If I have enough money as a Christmas present to myself, I might get myself a 3D model. Because some 3D models can be really good. But yeah, I also, I want to show you, I don't know how big this is going to look. So there was the thing whenever I added the glasses that I was like, oh, gotta update my thumbnail, gotta update my profile picture. So I want to show you all a couple things. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. So my logo was done forever ago by one of my fans. He did this for me forever ago. Allegoric Siren, DrewWorks, did my banner and my thumbnail, and I've used those as the same ones for like it's been like 3 or 4 years now. It's been definitely 3 years since he did that for me. I reached out to him earlier, and he said he's gonna be busy with school stuff until like December, but then he might be going on a trip, so he doesn't know how much time he's gonna have between whenever school ends and when his trip starts. So he doesn't know when he's gonna have, if he's going to have any availability to take commissions. I would like to commission him again because I enjoy his work. But let me show you my logo. Yeah, you see that this is what I have for my YouTube profile picture. It's got a drill, but it's a drill coming out of a rose kind of thing with cool lettering that says my name. And it's on the front of a shield. So it's a shield with a drill coming out of, I don't know where the rose came from, but I don't know where that came from in lore, but it did. But yeah, so that's my logo. But I didn't want to just use my logo for my profile picture. So let me show you. That there. This is what my profile picture is currently on Twitter. I'm talking about Twitter because that's where I'm most that's where I'm most active. So that's what it is currently, and which I think came out pretty well. I just superimposed myself on the front of it with a little bit of a drop shadow. Not the best, not the most detailed, but just something simple to like make it more where it's not just the logo, right? And now let me show you what I'm going to change it to after the stream. Ta-da! I used the yellow drop shadow in order to match the yellow of the running lights. Got the glasses. I actually figured out how to make the character smile in the image in the screenshot app part of Vroid. Though getting the cross arms thing was not super easy. Right, which is why I just wanted to keep it simple. Like, I just wanted something a little bit different than just the logo. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't like the logo. I do like the logo. Does that make sense, Nabiru? Like, I wanted something where you could kind of see my character in the logo. That's good. I'm glad I'm making sense, because I sure don't make dollars. But I'm bummed. Yeah, so someone mentioned this in a post a while back. And I think it's something really important to discuss when someone said it was like there's always this quote that like female VTubers get more traction, female VTubers get more attention. That's the quote. And somebody really put that on blast and brought that to light with saying, listen, your male VTuber model doesn't have a lot going for it. It is a very flat and simple design, and your gameplay is you silently playing Call of Duty, or not having a lot of like audience interaction. And that's one thing that is very much plagued the male VTubing community, has been having comparatively like not uninteresting, but comparatively simpler designs. Because with female designs, there's always the booba, there's always there's always some like cleavage or some other thing to look at, right? And the really good male designs usually have some kind of a thing for your eye to catch your eye, some good thing. And they also, the really good male VTubers have a lot of interaction and have a lot like are actually really interesting and fun and funny to watch. But there's just so many male VTubers that, yeah, eyes are drawn to movement. And like for me, I don't have a lot of movement. Like if you look when my hair moves, um when I move my head, the hair does move, right? Slightly. But I don't have a lot of movement on my character, so I don't know what that's gonna look like. Um like I'm not at the point where I'm ready to, pick up an iPhone and get advanced cheek tracking, but yeah, personality is definitely what keeps them. But there has to be something entertaining for them. Like that's one thing I was noticing when I'm going back. Like since I moved from Twitch to YouTube, right? Since my VODs stay up, I can look at what people are watching. And I was reviewing that the other day, and I'm getting views. There are people that are being driven and directed by the algorithm to my stuff, but not a lot of them are staying. And that's a little bit disheartening. Like it was one thing when I was on Twitch and no one was seeing my stuff. My stuff was getting no views, no one was clicking on my stuff. I was this little dude in the middle of nowhere, right? And on YouTube, I'm still a little dude in the middle of nowhere, but the algorithm has like I put up content, so the algorithm has directed people to my content. Um I know that a large like a large portion of my viewer base are people who are here from mutants and masterminds. So that's definitely something I need to start putting more of. I need to start putting, well, I don't need to. I want to, because I want to do something for that portion of my community. And I kind of miss mutants and masterminds. I have an idea for a character build that's relatively simple that might not exhaust me to do, or might do a video highlighting one of the builds I made in one of my Mutants and Mastermind streams. Mhm. But yeah, so that's the surprise. That's the suit. I'm thinking I might do a and so in yes, that's definitely a big part of it. Um is putting out content that the algorithm can push. And my content's all over the place because I started with League of Legends, right? Then I moved to doing Minecraft content, and I was doing Minecraft content for a while. Then I was doing Mutants and Masterminds content for a good bit, and then I was doing Let's Plays. So like the algorithm doesn't know who to send where. The last couple times I streamed, I made a community post advertising the stream, and I just stopped doing that because as soon as you link a video, connect a video to a community post, it gets no traction. The algorithm gives it no love. Like it is atrocious. Uh, yes, having Minecraft in for 1 second, or have someone playing Minecraft as they're reviewing the memes, right? And make Minecraft the backdrop of reviewing the memes, and you get to call it Minecraft content. So I asked on Twitter and I asked on a community post if people thought I should shelve my current work in progress novel, the Halcyon Avenging, and start a new story with the giant robot in it. Because if you remember last stream, I think it was last stream, we talked about how I had this mental block that stopped me from writing about giant robots for a long time, and I feel like I'm just starting to get over that. And I got some. Most of the people who voted said that I should fix my current work in progress instead, and I'm going to do that. But I also started writing. I don't know if it'll be a novel. I don't know if it'll be a novella. I don't know if it'll be just a short story or whatever. But I started working on writing like my character lore into a full-fledged story instead of just a little content blurb. In order to flesh out the story and just have fun with it and have fun writing giant robots. But as I get into it, I realize there's this interesting challenge of writing giant robots. Because, like, well, how do you describe them? What are you having them do? How are you gonna, how do I balance this very action-oriented type of storytelling with dialogue and descriptions? And that's a balance I've been having trouble striking with Halcyon Avenging. With my primary work in progress has been how do I just balance that, because I got so into dialogue. I was doing so much dialogue and with bits of description in Halcyon Avenging, but I wasn't having any action. Yeah, and then right before stream, I saw this tweet, right? Where one of the people I follow on Twitter made a tweet about how, what is it? I think they called them, hold on, let me check that tweet. I don't even know who this. So public domain, that's what it's called. Whenever a story is so old that you can use the characters and stuff from it without needing to pay copyright royalties, right? And the person said, if I wanted to, I could write a story where Winnie the Pooh team up with Sherlock Holmes to fight Dracula. And so my brain being my weird brain, just went, well, what would that look like? What would it look like to have Sherlock Holmes working with Winnie the Pooh to fight Dracula? Well, Sherlock Holmes wouldn't really be fighting. He'd be solving a mystery. So it would have to be some kind of a mystery. And so I'm like, what kind of mystery would it be? Then I was like, well, what if Winnie the Pooh hired Sherlock Holmes to investigate Piglet's murder and to catch the culprit, which they find out is Dracula, and they have to take down Dracula in order to avenge Piglet. So I was like, that could be a thing. And then so she says, there, write it. That's what they said. Like, you've got the bug, go write that story. And I'm like, I've already got 2 work in progresses. I've got Halcyon Avenging, and I've got my lore story that I've started working on. And I'm like, a big buff poo, yes. Give me 1 second. I realized I should have muted my mic before I did that. I hope you all didn't hear a whole lot of noises. It's getting kind of hot down here in the basement, I guess because it's a warm day or whatever. So I started sweating a little bit, so I took off my shirt. Ooh, I'm lewd, Nabiru. You think it should be a big buff poo, Nabiru? A big super buff poo? See, now I have to familiarize. So, some of the stuff. So, the poo that is public domain is not the Disney Winnie the Pooh. So I don't know what characters are part of the Disney Winnie the Pooh. The Disney Winnie the Pooh is based on an old children's story called Winnie the Pooh. A lot of it's like that with a lot of Disney stuff. A lot of Disney stuff is based on old public domain stories, and it's like you have to be careful whenever you're referencing these things that you're referencing the actual public domain story and not making an image that is too close to the Disney Winnie the Pooh. So I guess I could do a big buff Pooh because that looks so different from the Disney Winnie the Pooh. So we're gonna So anyway, I was talking so much about my stuff. I didn't get to ask any of you, Nabaru Silva, how were you? How was your week? Did you accomplish any goals or anything that you wanted to get done this week? All right. I don't know if chat's broken or if you all are just busy. All right. So let's get started on tonight's adventure, which is going to be doing some game making. I really waffled about what I wanted to do tonight. Oh, that's okay, Nabaru. I was just like, where did Nabaru go? I thought you'd ran away on me. No, it's fine. Uh, so I'm gonna. I really waffled about what to do tonight. I almost did an AI night where we did like AI art, but I want to save up. I want to save up tokens for that, and I really, yeah, I know what that's like, Nabaru. I really do. Um, and I really wanted to have a game making stream because I feel like I lost so much momentum working on my game because I got so caught up in everything else. And that might just be how it goes because like I it's National Novel Writer Month, so I'm trying to get a lot of writing done. I'm trying to dedicate more time to writing. Like I'm trying to shoot for more than just that 200 word minimum. I'm trying to crank and I'm trying to work on two different work in progresses at the same time, which has been quite the challenge. Um, so it is it's hard to find time for everything. And I was also thinking since I want to get art made of Orion of my model and I want to hire someone for my character design course, I might switch over and instead of designing Hazel, which is the character that I've been focusing on designing for all of my assignments, I might have my assignments be me designing Orion, and that might be fun. Just so I have some visual cues lined up for what I want Orion to look like. Um, I also debated leaning into the blue and doing the blue armor, the blue cyber suit instead of the black. But like black and gold is like is my favorite color combination, and the black just matches my hair. And I refuse to be turned into a blue net. I refuse. Yes, Sailor Mercury, Senshi of water. Yes. Okay. Yeah, but I want my suit to match up with my hair, so it's like it leans into the black and gold aspect. Alrighty. Let's swap over here. Alrighty. Is that everything made it? Okay, great. Okay. So, last stream, we designed these mini boss fights with the little gargoyles. Let's put some stuff on the ground. I want to put a little bit of dirt on the ground. And so everything is like chipped. This breaks up the look so it doesn't all look samey. Especially when I have this like big open area. So it doesn't all just look perfect. Because this castle's supposed to be in disrepair, but the power of the Demon King is causing it to break apart. Okay. All right. That breaks it up a little bit. Actually, let me get a couple more of these. All right, there we go. Got a little bit there. That messes up the floor a little bit. Let's put some pillars up here to break up the ground a little bit more. So this isn't the most structurally sound building. Okay, got some of that situated. All right, so got that set up. Okay, got some. Oh, not that one. Okay. There we go. So I got some pillars, breaking this up a little bit, because pillars are cool. This does break up some of the sameness. Not there. That doesn't fit because it gets like in front of the throne. All right. I know I said I was going to do combat today. I know I did. I just got distracted working on map stuff. I think this looks like a much better map now. All right, let's add some treasure chests to reward the player for Lavender Town music playing. Ooh, that nice and creepy music. Stimulant is the gold one. And the red one is magic water. Let me make a note of this. Hold on. What else have we got? So it's stimulant, magic water. I feel like I want to have consistency where the player will see the chest and know this chest means this item, right? It's there. That's stimulant, gold. That's more stimulant, yes. What's this green one? Full potion is green. These are both red, so they should be magic waters, yes. Yep, magic water, okay. Alright, so I'll give them, I guess, a magic water of 3 chests in here. One will be, I'll do one of each, actually. So I'll do this one right here, will be the green chest. Green chest will be full potion. Then we'll do a red chest for the magic water. And a gold chest for the stimulant. Okay. So we've got the chests situated, got 3 chests in here at different spots. And nowhere do I have a chest and a gargoyle in the same room. So it'll cause the player, if they want all the stuff, to go different places. What? Oh. That's loud. That one's too funky. Okay. I can't hear myself think. I gotta stop that. Okay. So I've got the background music. Got the stuff. All that's left to really call this finished, or at least partially finished, is to design the boss fight. That's all that's really left to do. What level did I say the players would be? I said the players would be. Well, I scaled everything else for level 7. The players should be, by the time they get to the boss fight, they should be level 8. So let's design a boss fight for level 8. Now, in order to match the icon, I'm going to use the general male. Which is the green. Just to match him. So let's scale this with the gargoyle. It's got to be stronger than the gargoyle. And it can be as strong as the orc. But the orc is mostly just a test of endurance. All right. 50 is what that one has. This one has 65. 70 base attack. Gonna go all out and make him just brutal. His weakness is that he's gonna be slow. I'm gonna give him 1,000 max MP, so I can give him MP based moves. He's got attack. These are all enemy ones. I need to see. Take a look at these enemy skills. TP, TP, TP. Do any of these? I like this one. Give him triple attack instead of the normal dual attack, which would be more expensive. Actually, that goes good with the guard. I should give that to the guard. Out. Yes, a grade 4 monster. All right, so all of these monster-based ones that it gives me with the default setup use TP instead of MP. Okay. If I want to use MP stuff, I need to give them magic. Okay, first let me do one thing with the guard here. Because shout is just a better... There we go. Shout is literally just better. Okay. So, he's going to have this basic attack. Going to have his triple attack. Earthquake. This is the Demon King. This is the thing that's going to hit hard. Alright, so... Let me double check how these work. Basic attack, basic attack, basic attack. These completely bypass defenses. These completely bypass all defenses. That's so busted. But their stats are really low. I'll give him Tsunami as well. Okay, realize my character probably just made some weird moves there. Okay, so now let's scale this. Got a long list of attacks to pull from. And it's going to be hitting the whole party hard. And let me check the Kamatachi, Earthquake. No, Fire Breath, Ice Breath, Tsunami, Earthquake, all use base attack. I need to check Kamatachi. Wind type damage to all enemies. Yep, it's base attack. Okay. The fact that these ignore defenses is really dirty. The fact that, like, I might add a defensive thing to that, because that means that the players have absolutely no defense against this. They're just, like, this is just raw taking the damage. Or, I mean, the solution is I only give them to really powerful characters. To... Earthquake goes down to 4. This is the Demon King, so he has all the elemental attacks. Okay, so that is scaled that way. So where you're fighting him on his own. Okay, let's run a battle test and see how this goes with level 8 adventurers against the Demon King in his current state without any of the other bonus stuff I want to give him. Let's see if the players are able to injure him at all. Okay. I didn't give him any magic defense. That's fine. Ooh. Ooh, that was a good hit. That was brutal. You definitely got to give... Ooh, this is... Okay. That was brutal, but there wasn't a whole lot of danger there. So I definitely need to give them multiple things to attack. I'll probably give them 2 guards. Debating giving him some kind of a healing move. Let's try this again. With 2 guards flanking him. Oh, I still haven't given him magic defense yet. Alright, we're gonna give him 50 magic defense. And then try that again. When he actually has magic defense and when I don't get a critical hit really early. Okay. That lowered it a little bit, but still Fire 2 is very powerful. Okay, so what we're doing here... I can recover all allies' HP. That almost entirely nullifies everything that Demon King does if he's on his own. $154. 1600. Oh, 160. $160. That... 58. That I really need to compensate for the amount of damage output Fire 2 does. Because Fire 2 just blazes through his HP, doing at least 300 damage a turn. Guarantees that if nobody else does anything else, they'll kill him in 9 to 10 turns. Which, that's not ideal. And now that I learned that by this level, the healer will have a heal all ability, it kind of nullifies a lot of his stuff. So I'm going to have to buff him. He has to, if he's going to be a solo boss, he has to be stronger, or I have to give him minions. Let me try. Same battle test, but with 2 guards there. Who can just be, the guards are going to act as damage sponges, and also the guards can buff. Alright, this is better. Didn't get any good rolls on the TP. Okay, alright. This is actually proven to be a challenge. Okay. These look cool. They look cool, and it gives the idea this is like some kind of elemental boss. Yeah, he just needs buff stats. I'm worried that giving him all of these AoE elemental attacks won't fit with what he looks like. But I want him to be the Demon King. But I could save all of these AoE elemental attacks for the final boss. I could just save it for that. Oh, I got a critical hit. I guess expecting one critical hit's not too much to ask for. Okay. This might be overkill. Oh yeah, and yeah, he was almost dead. Okay. Never was a threat. It was never. It was just more HP to work through. The players have too many tools that this kind of a threat just doesn't. It doesn't slow them down. Um. You know what? Well, this isn't the first boss. This is the second to last boss in the game, Nabiru. The first boss was just a grind fest, but this is the second to last boss in the game. Which is why I gave it all of those AoE attacks that ignore defenses. Like, I gave it all those AoE attacks that ignore defenses because I want it to be something that the players have to keep doing damage, because if they try to go on the defensive, it's not going to work, right? All right, so let's buff. All right. We have drastically buffed his base attack, his base defense, and his magic defense. Drastically. Right. So when I'm scaling it for the level the player should be at if they didn't grind. There is every likelihood that the players will be stronger than this, and this is also with starting items without any new weapons or items. Wait a minute, there was also... Wasn't there... Could give him weight for building TP back. Yeah, I'll give him the weight thing because I don't want to give him guard. All right. We are going to first. We're gonna test him alone. We're gonna test him alone before we test him with guards. Let's see how much damage Flame 2 does. There we go. Ooh, that was a brutal hit. Ooh. $15 damage, okay. Okay. So this has proven to be much more challenging of a battle. I think this might be where it needs to be because at this level, um, like their buffs just ran out. The damage output didn't change that much. Um, so damage output did not change that much. Got to get the buffs back. Oh, I got a critical hit for 50 damage. Uh-oh. So, gonna need to use... So it's burn through the MP. So I had to use 2 magic waters for this fight. Okay. So I had to use 2 magic waters, so work through the entire MP bar. Well, entire MP bar of my DPS and almost entire MP bar of my healer. Had to stack my buffs. It was still, I think, more than 10 turns. I should have been counting how many turns it was. Really wish there was a way to, like, review the stuff from the battle test. I think that felt good. It was a powerful boss. It was a powerful boss that hit really hard. But it's not outside of their wheelhouse. If they didn't have the magic waters, though, if the party doesn't have those magic waters, they will just run out of steam, or if they don't use their buffs properly, they'll waste all their damage output and just do nothing and just get steamrolled. And if the healer isn't level 9 by the time they get there and doesn't have, like, what level does the healer learn recover? 1. Healer's at level 5, so he should have it. Okay, so he should have it. Okay. I think the only thing I could do would be to give him some kind, since he's a demon king, give him some kind of resistance to fire. But he doesn't look like he's resistant to fire. All right. So he's just the demon king. Okay. All right. It would be sneaky or evil. I just gave him all the elementals because I want that to be leading up to and a warning to the players of what to expect for the final boss. So the final boss is going to be this, but so much stronger, which I guess we can. I don't know what level the players will be at by the time they get to the final boss because I haven't designed the final boss maze yet. Um, so it costs the players two magic waters, so which are their MP restores, in order to beat this opponent. Let me see. Ursha is level 9. But my team is nowhere near full health. And items wise. Right, so if I were to fight them right now, this boss would probably roll over me. Also, by the way, can you hear the music? Is the music playing for you? When I had that going, could you hear the background music for the game? I know on my end it seemed like really like unbelievably loud. You can hear my background music, okay, but you couldn't hear the game because I'd set background music for the game, but you were just hearing the normal lo-fi playlist, right, Nabiru? Okay. So, what I need... Okay, well, the reason why I ask is because on headphones, the game music for RPG Maker, whenever I go to test the game, is so loud at its default setting that you cannot hear yourself think. You would know, like, if you could hear that music, it would be unbearably loud. Well, not unbearably, but very loud. Uh, mhm. Hmm. So that's a healing spot. Now I do. All right, so we finished the map for the most part inside of there. It might be different. It might be. All right, so we finished this map. I'll just put a shop here that sells just the basic stuff. Okay. Then we're gonna put that there. Those are all sailors. I like you. You're like silver hair. Ideally, I would have these things inside the houses of the town, but for the time being, I'm putting them in the town just to shorten the development process. Well, okay. Okay. I think that's gonna be the full gamut of what they're gonna need. Okay, so now there's a simple item shop there. All right. I think we got a lot done. Designed a boss fight. Designed the interior, which interiors always are exhausting for me. Like, I could arguably design that so that way it looks like it was previously a castle, but like the remnants of like living things like sinks and ovens and stuff and put all those supplies there. But I just wanted it, I just needed it to be a dungeon. I just needed it to be a dungeon. Got an item shop, got an inn. A very overpriced inn. But now the players can spend. I'm probably gonna put another item shop at probably gonna put another item shop at the Blue Town. At the Blue Town, I'm gonna put an item shop. I'm also gonna put a weapon and armor shop. Because that'll be where the players will go in order to replenish their weapon, in order to get new weapons and armor. Now, let me make a note of that. Okay, need shops for weapons, items, and armor. Demon King Castle is done. Blue King Dungeon is done for now. So all that's left is to put in those couple other things and to put in the Cloud King Dungeon. To put together, the biggest thing left is to design the inside of the Cloud King Castle and the Cloud King Dungeon. Got the G there. This is actually moving pretty swiftly. I'm gonna name this chest colors. Ooh, that was exhausting. I hope that was entertaining to watch. Uh, so like, I enjoy game development. I enjoy making progress. I enjoy moving forward. Um, Especially with a game like this that's so straightforward. It's so smooth and straightforward that I will almost always know what I need to do next now that I have things organized, right? I should probably redo the starter town at some point. Um, but it's really weird because like this is my test game, but I also want this game to be the one where like each thing is me exploring a different thing. Like this dungeon was about variables, last one was about switches. The first one was just learning how to build dungeons and cutscenes. And so each one does something different, you know. And the last dungeon, actually, let me make a note of that. This is about cutscenes. Variables. So for the last one, for the Cloud King dungeon, probably going to put it all together. I want to try to find a way to use common events somewhere in there. Because I feel like that is the one thing I haven't touched on using yet is common events. I feel like that's the one thing that I haven't really touched on. I haven't used at all. All right. Well, we've got a lot of game dev done tonight. It was a lot of progress that was made. So let's change gears a little bit. You up for changing gears, Nabaru, and anyone else who's watching? Yes, shift into turbo. Let's rock it. All right. All right. Eh. Why is... Okay. We're going to shift the gears a little bit. And I'm going to show you what I've been working on to expand... This is the project I started the other day that I mentioned. Which is me taking my lore and expanding it into, I don't know, a short story, novella, maybe even a novel. I'm not sure if that's been done before. Has any VTuber ever turned their lore into a novel? I know Merryweather is like the writing VTuber who like writes webtoons. And I know that there's tons of people whose lore is like who use their lore in like shorts and stuff. In like not shorts, in videos and stuff. So, in my lore, right? I am from another planet, another world. So some have expanded them to be full stories. Okay. So I'm not quite breaking new ground here. And let me... Yeah, because didn't she release a new video today? We are going... Didn't Melody release some new lore video or something? Like... But it's funny, whenever you talk about lore videos, I can't help but remember Iron Mouse's lore video that like claimed that all VTubers, the independent, the corporate, all of them exist within the same exist in the same same world as each other. And that was just so wild. So, in my home world or whatever, it the first part of this tells the story of whenever the Dark Machines first showed up, right? And the first appearance of the Star Hunters. And aw, that's so adorable. What does Mama Vale have a great a really cool model, or are you just saying that Mama Vale is just a really cool person? Are you saying, when you say Mama Vale is awesome, are you saying that Mama Vale has a really awesome model, or are you saying that Mama Vale is just a really cool person? She's a cool person. Okay. I wonder how all that works whenever you have them there. Like, do they just treat them like a PNG tuber? Okay, Silva. Khan has his own avatar. Okay, that's interesting. So they just treat it like they're doing a collab. Hmm. Oh, jeez. That's funny. Does he have the skeleton mask that they had for the whatchamacallit, the ones when Ichigo used his hollow powers? Yeah, the hollow mask. Oh, it looks like it, the hollow? Okay. He is a skeleton. Okay. Now, I don't know how much of this lore I'm going to write on stream, how much of this story I'm going to do on stream, or if I'm going to stick with Halcyon Avenging, or what shape that's going to take. But I just wanted to share with you what I've cooked up so far. Maybe one day, when I get a custom model made and I'm actually feeling more comfortable with it, I might collab with people. Maybe one day, whenever have more energy and are able to be more productive and do more things. It's just one of the things that bugs me about my ADHD is it's hard for me to do things if I'm waiting to do something else. Like, my Tuesday night Lancer game starts so late that if I started stream a little earlier, I could theoretically stream for a couple hours. It would be a short couple hour stream before I play Lancer on Tuesdays. So I could theoretically do it, but it is so frustrating for me to do that. I might end up doing that anyway. Just I want to have a stream be actually long enough to be something. Yes. Yes, I have expanded this. So yeah, let's talk about this for a little bit. This is the first, so let me go over, where is it? I wrote 3 story ideas down, and I want to share this one. So this is my general outline. I wanted to try something different and to try, instead of outlining everything like I did with the other one, to just make a simple outline of the plot and then to try to put everything else together by the seat of my pants. And I was pulling some elements from my own story together for my own IRL stuff in order to effectively design this. So first we have the introduction, in which the first arrival of the Star Hunters, and like we're gonna do that thing where there's a blurb at the beginning of the book that explains the world. That thing I didn't do with Halcyon Avenging, but I feel like I probably should have. And I'm probably in my second round of for my second draft of Halcyon Avenging, I'm probably going to put a prologue or an introduction to the first chapter that introduces the world, because trying to do it without that made the first chapter just really bogged down and just bad. I went back and reread my first chapter and it was... Yeah, I don't know. I'm a writer. I'm a aspiring novelist, so everything becomes a novel, and it's National Novel Writer Month. So like, if there was ever a time to turn a crazy idea into a novel, I think this is it. I use a lot of generalized names for things, and I need to come up with cool names. So, one of the ideas I was going around with that I actually wanted to run past you is that, so my character starts as an Uber driver, gets caught in the middle of a battle between the Star Hunters and the dark machines. And then whenever he goes, one of the Star Hunters gets knocked down, and the dark machines are shooting at his down machine. And when Orion, it's weird. I don't know whether to say I or he, or like, it's so weird writing about my character, or talking about the story. Run up to try to pull the pilot out. The pilot's like, "No, Star Hunters, don't give up. Please keep fighting for me." And Orion's able to pilot the machine because he has this innate starlight compatibility. And then after the battle's over, he's taken to and is recruited to join the Star Hunters. And I was imagining the Star Hunters kind of like the Green Lanterns, this intergalactic force of good, right? And except a little bit different of what I was running with, right? What I was running with was this idea that they're an intergalactic force of good. There's currently a war between the Light Force and the Dark Force. And these are all names pending. I may come up with better names soon. But basically, the Light Force is the power from all of the light sources in the world, all of the stars, fluorescent lights, all light sources give off the Light Force, and then all of the dark spaces. Not yet. Maybe you can workshop some of those for me, Nabaru. Maybe we'll trade ideas and you'll workshop some cringy chants for me. But so instead of rings, I don't know what the MacGuffin is that they use for summoning their mechs, but they have something that they use to summon their mechs. And I don't want the mechs to be like constructs. I want them to be actual giant super robots that wait in like interdimensional hangars. But there's some MacGuffin they need in order to summon their mech, right? And in order to pilot the mech, you need to have this trait called starlight compatibility, which is your ability to draw energy from light sources. And then to also be a source of light yourself. But the other factor that contributes to the power output of the mechs, of the star, I'm right now I'm calling them Star Hunter machines just because it's like a Sentai machine. Like I said, names pending. But where the Green Lanterns, all of their powers are based on their willpower, right? I was thinking all of the Star Hunters' power could be based on hold on. Hold on. We've got a bot. I don't need you telling me that. Sorry about that. That should remove that. Of course, it's the one time when I don't have everything open in order to easily, quickly fix that. Also, wait, no. Hold on, Nabaru. I already have a motto. You've heard my motto. It's my outro. My motto is the Star Hunter motto. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't sound as cool if you say it in an epic moment, though. uh, sorry. But yeah, so um the the Star Hunter machines are driven by are powered by um the pilots' drive to achieve their goals, their motivation, their passion, and their dedication towards achieving their goals and making their dreams a reality. So I put here giant robots called Star Hunter machines and are powered by Starlight compatibility and the drive to accomplish goals of the pilot. The two combine to burn as bright as a star. So now I'm just imagining being in an epic moment and saying my motto. Like at the end of the that terrible Green Lantern movie, when he says, what doesn't he say the motto in that? Or also like in I know John, was it John Stewart has said uh the I think all of the Green Lanterns have said the Green Lantern motto at some epic moment. At some epic moment. But like the thing is, the Green Lantern motto, the last line is beware my power, Green Lantern's light, right? That sounds epic to say as the final line. You say that as the crescendo, the exciting moment. My motto is always stop to enjoy the memes. So now I'm just imagining being in some kind of a beam struggle. Right, beware my power, Green Lantern's light, right. But now I'm just imagining being in some kind of a beam struggle with the dark forces, right? And saying my motto, like being like, I will shoot for the stars, have wonderful adventures, live my dreams, and always, always stop to enjoy the memes. And just yelling memes as that epic moment as I unleash my starlight power. You cannot tell me that that would not be hilarious. Or maybe I just have a juvenile sense of humor. Do you think it's funny? Or am I just the only one laughing right now? Or am I laughing too much to actually explain what I'm laughing at? It would fit. Yes, each Lantern Corps color has a different motto. I do remember that. So the basic plot is the Star Hunters show up, save the world, and then slowly over time, as the Star Hunters keep battling against the Dark Forces start rolling out more and more powerful machines that start pushing back the Star Hunters of Earth. And then That's when one day this mild-mannered Uber driver, which I'll have to come up with a new name because there's no way I'm going to get away with using Uber in the story. Maybe I'll call it Boober or something. What should I call Uber in this story, Nabaru? Don't have any ideas? No crazy idea? Okay. So we're gonna change that to Boober driver. Or a Bubber driver. Okay. So Orion pulls up to one day, like, and one of the key themes here is that humanity keeps struggling on, like the human-shaped cockroaches that we are. We keep soldiering on and persevering. And then in some parts of the world, even though other parts of the world are being lost and people are retreating because the Star Hunters are losing or are fighting to a draw, or are just barely able to slow down the enemies. But in other parts of the world, life goes on. So in one of these parts of the world, right, Orion is a Boober driver, and he picks up this group of teens, and they're going on, like he's delivering them to their destination, right? And when they're in the middle of transport, right, dark machines appear through cracks in the sky and suddenly attack the car. And then that's when he finds out that these teens he was transporting are actually the Star Hunters. So that's the introduction, right? And then at some point, Orion is recruited because of his high starlight compatibility. After he helps fight off the dark forces, they find out that there's currently a war going on between the light and the dark force. Which again, I need to come up with names that aren't. These are generic names pending. I don't know what to call them. What's a good synonym for force? Power? What do you think, chat? But so yeah, there's a battle going on because the dark force desires to swallow up all of the light in the universe. Oh, hello, Malaseth. Welcome in. Might could work. The dark might and the light might. All these names are still being workshopped. This project is kind of like my National Novel Writer Month project. Fury. Ooh, light. Wait, isn't that in How to Train Your Dragon? The Light Fury and the Dark Fury. Yeah, but I don't want it to be key because it's a cosmic well, it's a cosmic force. I'm curious, Malaseth, how did you find my stream? Just searching for VTubers? You missed the game development stuff. We were doing that earlier in the stream. Just decided to take a break as we were winding down to show off some of my exploits for writing. Oh, okay. What? I'm curious. What content was it that brought you in? Were you here for the Mutants and Masterminds content? I keep meaning to get back to that. I have so many like offset ideas for Mutants and Masterminds stuff. Yeah. I'm thinking about getting an editor to help me because video editing is the hardest part for me with video production. Like recording, I can do that, but video editing is just exhausting for me. So I'm thinking about saving up and getting a video editor to put together some of my ideas I have for Mutants and Masterminds character builds because people seem to really like those. So Fury might. Let me take some notes here. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Oh, you generally go to Reddit or Echoes of the Multiverse? Oh, okay. I'm sure Reddit has tons of stuff. Yeah, there isn't much. There's not much YouTube content from Mutants and Masterminds. Aether. Ooh, Aether's good. Do you play in any Mutants and Masterminds games, Malaseth? We got Aether is good. Oh wow. How is that gone? Did you all update with each edition? Or like with the same characters? Or how did that pan out, Malaseth? That's been a while. It always amazes me when I see people in these multi-year long campaigns. Like I ran one That was, I think it went like, oh, you just transferred your characters? That makes sense, waiting for everything to iron out and new options to be available. Third edition has some quirks. I'll give it that. I love the game system. I mean, oh, Heroes Unlimited. Okay. Oh, then you switched over? What made you switch over from Heroes Unlimited to Mutants and Masterminds, Malaseth? That's a good idea, Nabiru. I like the blood one. As you can see, I'm taking down notes. What? There's a game with more difficult character creation than Mutants and Masterminds? Oh, goodness gravy. Okay. I guess I've only played in the kiddie pool then. Wow, you've been playing for almost longer than I've been alive. Not quite, but almost. How many people are... Oh, wow. How many people are in your game, Malaseth? Oh, I just got an idea. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, Essence sounds really good, Nabiru. Yeah, that's good. I got a word that I like. I just don't know if it means exactly what I want it to mean. Let's check dictionary. Ooh, so I'm thinking, what about changing, instead of just using light and dark? What about Stygian? It means of or relating to the river Styx or to Hades, dark or gloomy, infernal or hellish. And I'm sure there is. When I hear Stygian, I also think of Stygian's an ogre from Monster Hunter. So what type of character do you play, Malaseth, in your Mutants and Masterminds game? I'm always curious to hear what kind of stories people are telling with their characters. Come up with things all the time. Oh goodness. Ooh. Ooh, I found another word that I like for light. Vulgar. Well, I have an addiction to making characters to come up with them all the time. Most are ripped off of comic characters, though my current character is basically a ripped off DBZ guy. Oh, that's fun. Dragon Ball Z makes for some very interesting, can make for some very interesting character inspirations. So is your character like, is it a Saiyan? Does it have alternate forms? Or is your character like a Krillin, an extremely powerful human competing with aliens and gods? Yeah, there are so many possibilities once you look at inspiration for things. Ah. He's an alien android sent to the Earth where the campaign is set to destroy it, but his programming memory was erased in transfer. Ooh. Yeah, similar to Goku's origin, but also you've got the android aspect. That's really cool. Has he ever had to face any of his creators or any of the people who sent him to the planet? Has he had like that kind of like confronting his origin, or is that not come up in the story yet or at all? Oh, okay. How often does your group meet? Or do you meet every other week, or do you meet every week? That's great. Like I'm playing in a Lancer campaign that is um every other week, and it can be really hard for us to keep track of what's going on or to have consistent storylines. And then like if someone misses a week, or if we don't have enough people to run the session, then like we might, depending on what people's schedules look like, we may have to wait another 2 weeks for the next one. Yeah, that definitely has to happen. The game master for that game I'm in, she's really talented, and uh she's very good at running games. Sometimes I feel like there slowly develops kind of an almost antagonistic relationship with how some of the combats go, but how do you like Starfinder? I haven't met that many people that have played Starfinder, but that's probably because I don't talk to people. I've played it like once, and I remember when it came out, and I was super hyped for it. And I was super hyped for it before it got expansions, but I've heard it's gotten expansions that's made it even better. hmm Did they ever get any additional stuff to make power armors more playable in Starfinder? Because I remember I really wanted to play, because I like giant robots. I'll be honest. I like mechs. I like giant robots. So I really wanted to play a character that used power armor, but there were just really limited options. Oh, okay. hmm Yeah, there is power armor. That is the thing that exists. Alrighty. Let's get to winding down. We're just winding down the stream. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there's Okusen. I was wondering if you were gonna pop your head up. You're in a 6-year-long campaign that started from 4th edition and went to 5th edition. That's intense. That's a huge jump, isn't it? When you say very sparsely, Okusen, do you mean like once a month, once every couple of months? Like, all right, Maliseth, well, it was great having you. Hopefully we see you around some more time, and hopefully I put out some content you enjoy. It was great having you. We're just winding down here too. Good night and rest well, friend. See ya. Four to 5 times a year. That's still a long time. So that's like once every like 3 or 4 months. Yeah, that does sound really exciting to be with a character that long. So if I was with a character that long, I probably would end up writing a story. Just know, after I end stream, I'm probably going to be up writing most of the night. And 1 year there was nothing. Oh, goodness. Been doing a game sort of thing every weekend for the past 4.5 years, but it's not really the same thing every time. That still sounds really fun, especially if you're playing with the same people. Even if you're playing different characters, even if you're playing different games, just playing with the same people that consistently lets you build up a relationship and just build up something really wonderful. Oh my gosh. So all of this GM's games exist in the same universe along an immense timeline, but the character I'm referring to have existed and been played since 6 years ago. Wow. That's really intense. So how much time? Ooh, that's always fun. So I did something like that with um my what did I call it? Was it what did I call that game? Freedom City Crisis. That was what it was called. What was what the second one was? The second game was. But the first game was some kind of like I think it was like Superhero Academy or something. Yeah, that is always fun mixing old characters in. Yeah, so I had a thing where my players, so I had two campaigns that were Mutants and Masterminds campaigns, and I played with the same players, but they played different characters in each campaign, and the players found out that, well, I think they knew from the beginning that their characters existed, like that the two universes were connected. And mm, and yeah, so there was an instance in which the players got to interact with some of their characters, because some of the characters had ascended to godhood over the course of the previous campaign. But anyway, it's about time we wind down. The stream's been going on for a while. Like, so there's part of me, like the stream's been going on for like 3 hours. There's part of me that just wants to let the stream run all night while I write, but I'm not going to be always writing. I've never said you weren't say so, Nabiru. But you make them go through some yabai stuff. Oh no. Yabe. Why would you make them go through some yabai stuff, Nabiru? I'm not sure if I'm one to talk in my bring you on stream, you'll entertain. Are you sleepy Okusen? Are you sick and sleepy Okusen that's running on like 2 hours of sleep? Because it's fun seeing the characters doing stuff they don't expect. But next time. Okay, Okusen. Yeah, I like whenever I'm writing, I like having the freedom to wander about and do other stuff and not be completely laser focused on the writing. And I don't always feel that whenever I'm streaming, so I like to to wander about. I've got plenty of writing stuff, and besides, I said this was a game making stream. We did spend most of the stream making games though, which was good. We accomplished a lot. Got the second to last boss done. Got a couple things that just need to be set up. The game is really coming together, and it's like, it's really weird because I'm putting all of this effort into this game, right? And everything I do, I'm learning how to do as I'm doing it, right? I'm learning it. Okay, Nabiru. D&D bards are no more yabai than what I do to my RP players. Oh, goodness. So, like, everything I do in this game is me learning a skill, learning how to make things work, learning how to play with different tools and mechanics. So it's like me looking at tutorial, then putting it together, looking at tutorial, putting it together. So that way, whenever I actually build a game that I'm going to try to sell, it can come together more fluidly. I think the only thing I haven't really messed with, besides, I think the only things I haven't really messed with in RPG Maker is common events and designing equipment. I have all of my stuff is balanced for the characters with their starting equipment. I have not designed any new equipment. I'm using the base database. I'm using the full database from RPG Maker. So I have this whole like laundry list of items and weapons and armor. And I'm not doing anything with any of it. Ugh. Okusen, how are you feeling? Are you oh, you said you were sick and sleepy. That's what you said. Well, we've had a good night. I think I'm going to leave my logo down there because I like having my logo down there. Oh, it's just the sleepiness. Well, then I should definitely finish stream so that way you can get some rest. I don't want to keep you up too late, Okusen. Do you think you'll be there for anime night tomorrow night, Okusen, or you think you're going to be getting busy again? Okay. Well, that's fine, Okusen. As long as you show up and... Well, here's the thing. I care more about... Yeah, we'll torment Silva with some anime. Like, Okusen, I care more about your well-being than I care about you showing up for anime night. If you have to miss anime night because there's some stuff that you need to take care of, or you need rest or something, then like, so be it. It's fine. We'll live. There'll be other anime nights, hopefully. Oh, okay. That's fine, Nabiru. sometimes Okusen joins, and they can't do voice stuff because there's so much noise going on behind them, so they just do the text chat. You just sit there and we show you anime. We say, look upon this anime. Well, I get to exercise some of my prerogatives since it is my Discord server, and get to have some kind of say in what we watch. Anime was a mistake, but so were we. Yeah, I remember talking to you about that. I remember you talking about that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Naburo. I mean, you could always do the old-fashioned way in which you both count down and go 3, 2, 1 and press play at the same time. You could always do that. So then you're just in voice chat with each other, and if... Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just like being able to pause things and go back and catch things I missed. And I can't really do that if we're moving at the same time, because if I pause, then I'm behind. Mm-hmm. Like Okusen, you've seen what it's like whenever we watch. How often we'll pause, we'll talk about stuff, we'll all react to stuff, or if I miss something, I'll go back. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's always nice when anime has that kind of an effect on you, where like you get so drawn in, so immersed that even the background is entertaining for you. All right. who watch alongs with others. I imagine it's. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I think it does. I'm sure you will be available, Nabiru. I'm sure you will be. Maybe eventually if I write out my VTuber lore well enough into a novel, it'll get made into an anime or a manga. Be crossing all the streams. Be doing an anime watch party watching my own story on an anime. All right, let's wind down. Let's wind down for the night. With a hidden side. Oh, that sounds fun, Nabiru. Anyway, I want to say to everyone who came tonight, Silva, Nabiru, Okusen, what was the other person's name? Maliseth, and anyone else who shows up or who watches the VOD later or whatever. I want to say to all of you that I love each and every one of you, and I believe in all of you. I think that each one of you makes this world a better place just by being in it. You are beautiful and wonderful and powerful. Each of you brings a unique energy to everything you do that only you can. And I am grateful every day that I get to live in a world with you in it. I hope you all have a wonderful night and that you all get a chance to do things you enjoy and to work hard accomplishing your goals. Always remember the Star Hunter motto: to shoot for the stars, have wonderful adventures, live your dreams, and always, always, always stop to enjoy the memes. Now, if you want to keep up with what I'm doing on YouTube, you can be sure to subscribe and ding the notification bell to let you know whenever I go live or if I post any new content. I would also appreciate it if you could like the stream. It helps the algorithm show me some loving, so I can get in front of more people. We can try to get more people. Also, if you could share this with your friends, if you think any of them would enjoy any of this content, please be sure to or invite them to streams. I'm always up for seeing new people show up to streams. It can always be very exciting. And if you have any ideas for what I could do in stream, you can leave it as a comment down below, or you can comment on one of my community posts. I'm going to be doing I'm going to post a community post probably after I get done with this to celebrate being done with the stream. It was a blast seeing all of you here. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing outside of YouTube, There's a link to my Discord down below where you can join the other Star Hunters as we go on our epic adventures throughout time and space and anime. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, there's a link to my Twitter in the description below. I am very active on Twitter. I'm probably unhealthily active on Twitter, honestly. And all of my content is currently free. You don't have to give me money, but I'm not going to say no if you want to. If you ever feel motivated to donate to improve the stream or improve my life, there are links where you can do that in the description below as well. There's also a link to the store of the person I got this body from, the bodysuit. There's a link to that as well. Be sure to show that person some love, and they make some really great art and some really cool works. I think I also put in there a link to the specific page where I got this from. So check that out too. Anyway, have a good night. And I think that all of you are pretty awesome.